Hey Noah, what's up? Okay, so I'm going to go play Ave Maria, one phrase at a time according to the score I gave you. I'm going to play each phrase once, just clean, then I'm going to play it a little slower, and I'm going to count it as I do it. And then I'm going to add a little guide for counting at the end, after I've done all this stuff, because there's some tricks you can figure out when you look through the score. So I'll kind of guide you a bit to what those are. So here we go. First phrase is Ave Maria. So to count it, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too many tricks there. This one's a little trickier. It goes. So I'm going to count this a little slow and then I'll explain it. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and you're off. So it's a tricky rhythm where you kind of move on the and of 4 and then the tie carries over. So you go 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. I slowed that down a bit from what it should be in the pulse so you can hear it more clearly, but that's one of the trickiest parts rhythmically, so give that some extra focus if you can. Next phrase. So that goes somewhat similarly. It goes 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. Next part. So it goes, starts on 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. So you can kind of count 3 and 4 and every little thing there. This next one starts on 4. Goes 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, off. Next phrase goes. Probably shouldn't slur there like I did. I'd just keep it all double bows, but you can slur if you want. So this one starts on 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. You're off. Make sure you slow these down as much as you feel you need to. It's worth slowing down. Next phrase. So that goes 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. Next phrase. Goes 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. Alright, whew. Getting down to the wire. Here we go. Next. With counting, it's going to go 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, off. Next phrase. Breathe. Focus. Next phrase. It's going to start on 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, last phrase, same as the first phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, if you made it this far and you feel like you want to kind of absorb some of the things I'm thinking, and again, part of what you get used to is like trying to add up to 4. If things don't quite add up to 4, something's not quite right about the bar. Now, some of these bars are actually on the score actually not notated correctly, so you're going to find not every measure adds up to 4, but it should. So stick with the counting I showed you in this video as much as possible. I'll help kind of guide you as best as possible. And no matter what, if you're working on your bowing and you're working on your exchanges and your bow pressure and speed and all that stuff, that will make every second spent on this worth it. So as far as getting this all counted out, there's kind of 3 main rhythms you're going to get. You're going to get things that basically take up whole notes. 1, 2, 3. And sometimes you're going to divide a beat in half, like 1 and 2, and sometimes you're going to divide it into triplets, whenever there's that little 3 with the bracket. 1 and 2 and... So whenever you see the 3 and the bracket, you're going to count 1 and 2 and... or whatever that division for whatever syllable you're on. And some of them are going to have, you know, the quarter note first and the 8th note second. That means the first note is 1 and then is the last one. So if it's like quarter note 8th under the bracket, it's like 1 and 1 and It's like 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and But sometimes there's going to be 3 8th notes under it, which means 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and So you're going to get both of those quite a few times. And if you can get the sense of switching those subdivisions when they come, you're going to nail this. And sometimes, again, the bracket is going to have a little squiggly line under it. That means you count that beat, but you don't play any note on the first beat. A bunch of times there's a little 8th rest under the first part of the bracket. That means you just wait for just that part. So it's like on the second phrase. Grazia plena. It goes 1, wait, and so right at the very beginning of that beat, you like rest and rather than like 3 and you're like rest and da da da. Well, I hope that makes sense. I hope this helps. You should shoot me emails if you have questions or concerns. Yeah, looking forward to just keeping cracking away at this. I feel like we're getting close to getting this piece to really take shape, so I'm excited to just push it to the finish line. So, all right, here we go. Good luck, my good sir.